Prince Albert Sapphire, Brooch. One of her most special jewels is the Prince Albert brooch, which dates back to the 1800s. In 1840, Prince Albert secretly commissioned Garrett to make a sapphire and diamond brooch for his bride-to-be, Victoria. He gave her the brooch on the night of their wedding and was so adored by Victoria. Prince Albert's sapphire brooch became one of the Queen's most worn brooches after her accession in 1952. A favorite jewel, it was worn to many important events, including the christening of the Duke of Cambridge in 1982. Victoria designated the brooch as an heirloom of the crown, which means that it is specifically intended for the use of Queen's regnant and consort and passed from monarch to monarch for that purpose. The brooch is worn by Victoria and Albert's great-great-granddaughter, Queen Elizabeth II. Canada Diamond Maple Leaf Brooch. The brooch's first owner was the Queen Mother. In the spring of 1939, just before the outbreak of World War II, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth made a state visit to Canada. He gave her the brooch, which was made by Osprey, to mark this state visit. The brooch is made of diamonds, set in platinum. The Queen inherited the brooch from her mother in March 2002. She frequently wears the brooch, both on trips to Canada and for events in Britain related to Canada. After inheriting the brooch, the Queen followed in her mother's footsteps by loaning it to her daughter-in-law, the Duchess of Cornwall, for her first official Canadian visit. Camilla wears the brooch above in November 2009 for a welcome ceremony in St. John's. Canada Sapphire Jubilee Snowflake Brooch. On a visit to Canada House in Trafalgar Square in July 2017, to celebrate Canada's 150th anniversary of Confederation, the Queen was presented with a lovely surprise, the new Sapphire Jubilee Snowflake Brooch, composed of 48 Canadian sapphires of varying color and shape, and more than 400 diamonds, including maple leaf certified diamonds. The design takes inspiration from the backdrop of the Canadian Arctic and celebrates the beauty and one-of-a-kind nature of the snowflake. The brooch features Canada's only known sapphires from a deposit discovered near the hamlet of Kimret on Baffin Island. The lovely wooden box features the engraved name of its maker Hilberg and Burke. New Zealand Silver Fern Brooch. The brooch was given to Elizabeth II by Annie Allen, wife of John Allen, Mayor of Auckland, during her 1953 visit to New Zealand as a Christmas present from the woman of Auckland. It is bell-weld with round brilliant and baguette-shaped diamonds, having been designed to form the shape of a fern, an emblem of New Zealand. In November 2006, she donned the brooch for the official dedication of the New Zealand Memorial at Hyde Park Corner in London. In April 2014, the Queen loaned the brooch to the Duchess of Cambridge to wear during her visit to New Zealand with the Duke and Prince George. The photos of Kate wearing the brooch as she carried George off the airplane in Wellington have become iconic. Australian Wattle Spray Brooch. The brooch is designed to represent the national flower of Australia, and appropriately, it was made by an Australian firm, William Drummond. The jewel is made of platinum and set with white and yellow diamonds. The piece was commissioned specifically as a gift for the new monarch, who received it in February 1954 during her Commonwealth tour. Prime Minister Robert Menzies presented it to her during a state banquet in Canberra, and she wore the jewel in Melbourne shortly after she received it. In April 2005, she wore the brooch for a very important springtime event, the wedding of her eldest son, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall. The brooch can also often be seen at events in the United Kingdom related to Australia and the Commonwealth. For example, in November 2003, she wore the brooch for an audience with Australian Prime Minister John Howard at Buckingham Palace. Cullinan V. The Cullinan diamond is the largest gem-quality rough diamond ever found, weighing 3,106.75 carats. Discovered at the premier No. 2 mine in Cullinan, South Africa, on 26 January 1905. Following 8 months of grinding and polishing, the original Cullinan was broken down into 9 principal numbered stones, along with 96 small brilliants and 9 carats of unpolished fragments. The total weight of the gems cut from the original stone came to 1,055.8 carats. The 2 largest gems were the biggest colorless and flawless cut diamonds in the world. They were formally presented to King Edward VII at Windsor Castle in 1909, and were subsequently set at the head of the sovereign's scepter and in the imperial state crown. Cullinan V is an 18.8 carat heart-shaped diamond set in the center of a platinum brooch that formed a part of the stomacher made for Queen Mary to wear at the Delhi Darbar in 1911. The brooch was designed to show off Cullinan V and is pave-set with a border of smaller diamonds. It can be suspended from the 8 brooch and can be used to suspend the 7 pendant. Cullinan III and IV. 7 other major diamonds, weighing a total of 208.29 carats, were privately owned by Elizabeth II, who inherited them from her grandmother, Queen Mary, in 1953. This brooch containing 2 stones, the 94.4 carat Cullinan III and the 63.3 carat Cullinan IV. Cullinan III is pear-cut. Elizabeth II frequently wore Cullinan III in combination with Cullinan IV as a brooch. In total, the brooch is 6.5 cm long and 2.4 cm wide. The heart-shaped Cullinan III is a family heirloom that formerly belonged to the Queen's grandmother, Queen Mary, who was married to King George V. Set in the center of a platinum brooch, the jewel formed a part of the stomacher brooch, made for Queen Mary to wear to the Delhi Darbar in 1911. Cullinan IV, also referred to as a lesser star of Africa, is square-cut. It was also set in the base of Queen Mary's crown, but was removed in 1914. On 25 March 1958, while she and Prince Philip were on a state visit to the Netherlands, Queen Elizabeth II revealed that Cullinan III and IV are known in her family as Granny's chips.